Good day, everyone. Today is 3:37 p.m. Eastern Time, and it is the 5th of February, Monday. We have a disclosure here. Today, I am not gonna cover those big numbers you see on the Ninja controller here. I'm not gonna go through it. Absolutely, I'm not. So, because this is not gonna happen every day, and the numbers are I don't like to cover big numbers, but what I like to cover today, small numbers. What I want to cover today, I don't know what's going on in the market right now, but it's jumping a lot. What I want to cover today, my target today with the guys are a smaller account, and I want to go piece by piece. For those guys, have a couple of $3,000, and I wanted to go straight to live trading, and then once we see the video on a live trading, I will start covering. What I want to target today is the 3 range ES, and what I wanted immediately, we'll go through that. And let's go back from the beginning. This is God knows how many, the fourth or the fifth times today we reloaded and reloaded and reloaded for different accounts and live accounts. And what we are looking at in this video here is the 3 range ES. And on the right corner here, it is the live trade. That's why you see the chart trader is in white. And then on the left corner here, you see the ES dome is on the sim, and that's why it's in the blue. What I want to cover first, the live trade on the 3 range. And I want to show the traders, especially the ones who have a smaller amount of money, they come and they overmerge themselves. They try to trade the CL. They try to trade big accounts. And the first mistake or the first trouble when they are in the market, they get in trouble. This is the between a live and a demo account. And I want to show here is on the right corner, you can see we enter the ES at 27.50 on a live trade. ES 3 range. On the left corner, we can see we have entered the ES exactly at 27.50. The problem is there is a lot of traders, they do not understand between slippage. They think it is the auto trade, has nothing to do with an auto trade, the slippage, and a limited order. And sometimes traders don't understand if they don't get filled, and they get aggravated, and then they take it out on all the auto trade. But today, what I want to cover piece by piece, I want to start from zero with the auto trades, and I want to see what is the potential on the 3 range. Why the 3 range when we just saw big numbers on the Ninja Trader controller? I don't want to cover the big numbers. What I want to cover today is a guy with a couple of $3,000, because that guy has no experience, don't understand limited orders, don't understand slippage, don't understand the market, and he get pissed. And today I wanted to show him which direction he can go to start with. If he is a little bit more sentimental, he's not aggressive. This is what you're looking at right now. It is a live trade. On that auto trade, whether you are an experienced trader or not, you do not need to tweak the auto trade. You do not need to optimize the auto trade. You don't need to deal with the stop loss. You do not need to deal with forward testing, back testing, target, stop loss. You do not have to do anything. You just simply turn it on and turn it off, and that's all what you have to do to that auto trade. Now, the reason today I'm taking the 3 range, for a smaller account, stand being nervous. This is the most important thing. Stand being nervous when you are trading. Probably this is the first time you will find enjoyment in the trading. This is the first trade, and I'm gonna speed it. One of the things also I like to cover, that you don't need even to interfere with the auto trade, because as you see right now, the auto trade coming exactly to the same entry. You don't need to do anything, because this auto trade can really, if you have some losses, it's going to be very small losses. If we notice here, we entered the market at the 27.50 on the first trade, and we have exit 28. Okay, we got to take one take, that's fine. Okay, this one here at the down here at the Dow Jones, this was on a sim. I didn't want it, so I will those that were closed, that were we were trading live on the YM, but I wanted to concentrate on the ES, and those right now, what you're looking at the YM, they are just on a sim, but earlier we were trading the YM and we were done with the YM. Let's go to the first trade, the second trade. There we go. We got on the second trade. This is this round. It happened when we started this video here. We start on the afternoon session around 2:03, and let me go back on the second trade. This is the second trade at 2:02 p.m. Eastern time. If we can look at the second trade, where it's a bit different because the market today is jumping a bit, and we can see on the sim, on the left sim, we entered the market at the 2500, but we have one tick slippage on the live market with the real money. So that's okay. Why the three range? And I'm gonna show the potential today. Once we are looking at this video, we will cover that you can use the three range ES for a guy with a smaller amount of money, whether you are in Europe or in Asia or in USA overnight. You still can trade the three range ES, and you can set a limit on it, your daily target or your daily losses. Let's go to this trade as we speak right now. This is the second trade. Now, one thing for a guy with a smaller amount, if you wanted to close that trade, you can immediately from the top button, you can say close if you are happy with a couple of $300, because it's not unusual on a three range, one contract, you will get a couple of 300. One of the things, this is the second one closed. If we are looking at the entry is 24.50, the exit, and 24.50 the exit on the sim. Let's go to the third one. Okay, we have an entry here at 2:17 p.m. Eastern time. The entry on the short is 19.25, and the entry on the live market is 19.25. So we don't have a slippage. So that tells you when the market is going very fast, we are going to have a slippage. Another things on the swing trading, that's what I really, the main video for, is if we notice here, I like that part. If we notice how the market almost came to the same entry, and you learn the hard way or the easy way, don't touch it, because there is, you're gonna, when you see a couple of $300 on it, and then you can see it's coming against you, you say, oh boy, I wish I closed the with a couple $100. and then you will be surprised how the market take over again. So if you are happy with a couple $100, you see profit couple of $300, you can go up to the buttons and then you say close position, and now we are not going to trade anymore. Or if you want to reload your auto trade, you can reload your auto trade. But most of the time, if you leave it alone, you find out you are the guy is wrong and the auto trade is the right one. And let's look here. So the auto trade closed this one at 17.25 and the exit was at 17.25. Let's go, no, I'm sorry, 1700 even, and the second one closed at 17.25. Let's go a little bit. This is, I think it is the third or the fourth trade. And you can see it's 1350. And then we have a slippage. The market is moving a bit fast today. 1375. We have one slippage. And then if we're looking at this one here, look, the market came in, and this is the accuracy of that entry. And for a guy manual trade, he appreciate how precise is this entry. If you can see how this market come back exactly to the same entry and then it broke down. That tells a lot of stories in there. And then if we looking at it, look, then come back. Oh, okay, on this one here, we had one tick. That's fine. Then this is the fourth trade, I think. Okay, so this is, I will show you, we have reloaded again and again and again in the live market today, the 3 range, because if you watch those previous videos, on the last couple of 3 videos, I insisted on the 3 range, and today I said maybe if I cover the 3 range, my traders will pay attention to it. If we look at the live trade here on the top, the blue one, it is the live trade, and we can see how is the entry, and this is the sim. We can see how are the entries. So I left the charts open, and those are the ones on the top are the ones we took a live trade today. And it is exactly the same trade here. Let me show you, because I stopped around half an hour. But here are the trades are on the sim when we stopped. Those are the last trade. Then the auto trade took one more, and then it got hit by 3 losing trade. Look, but they are very acceptable. And then we had a run, a beautiful run here around $400, one break even, and then when the market, small trade. So after I closed that auto trade, nailed $850, and this was, I think, the last trade. Look, those are what happened on the whole chart here, and we nailed the 850 on it. This is the last trade right there. It was a beautiful run on the last trade. This one here at 14.12, and entered the market at 54.25, exit at 70.25. This is a beautiful. Let me show you that the 3 range, even if you are not in the state, or you are an early bird in USA, or you are overseas, your timing does not work with the US, actually the 3 range is a very enjoyable to trade it with that auto trade, because first of all, it is a very small money. When you are losing, trades are very small money, but you have to be, as we see here, sometimes you get a couple of 3 hits, they don't work, and then once this market start trending, as I said before, we're gonna make money. So when there is a chop market, you might bump into 1 or 2 or 3 trades right after the others. But the beauty about it, the stop losses are very limited. Let me say, so do not underestimate the auto trade, and we've been running those 3 range all day long. Today, this is where we get up in the morning to trade with the DAX. You can see we had a small losing trade on the 3 range, and then we entered the market on around 5:30 in the morning. This is the same entry, folks. The same entry. That's why I said for the guy has a very small amount. If this market is moving, you don't need to dance with a gorilla like a CL or a DAX, because if this market is trending, you will be making as much money on the ES or a YM or a NASDAQ. If this market is trending, we are nailing it. If the market is not trending, we cannot do anything. So what I have said on my previous videos, on the last couple of 3 videos, doing the Globex, I'm not saying every day. There is nothing in the stock market called every day, but it's not unusual to see consistent every day. It's not unusual, couple of $300 overnight. Sometimes you will make it, sometimes you will not make it, but most of the time there is around $300 overnight. Here at 6:56 a.m., this one here is the 1 minute. Just a second. This is the 3 range again. This is the same trade. It closed at 9.75. We were done at 7.15. This is before we started the afternoon market. Now this is again the 3 range. If you notice from that picture, it started at 9:05 after we were done with the first morning run, and we were done at 9:32 with $550. This is the same ES. After we are done with that target, we rerun it again. We started at 10 o'clock. We were done at 10:31. This is the 4th time at 11:31. We reloaded again, and we were done at 12:24, and it made 1150. And then in the afternoon run, you saw it with the live trade. Here is some of the trades also earlier today. This is the 37,377 ticks. This is the Russell. Also earlier, this is the 4 range. This is the ES 3 range I showed you. This is the gold in the morning. This is the CL, and the trade was early also in the morning. There is a lot of nice runs in the morning. This is the YM. That's what I said. The YM, we started very early. We had a losing trade, and then around 5 o'clock we get it. So there is a lot of good trades in the morning, especially European time. There is a lot of good trade. Thank you very much, and God bless you all, and see you tomorrow in the webinar, and we will be covering more about the 3 range. And I would like my traders to start with the 3 range for the ones who have a small account. Thank you very much, and bye for now.